There are two ways to live your life: assuming that everything might not work out and stubbornly believing that every single thing would eventually work out. And the funny thing is that what you choose to believe in becomes your reality. Now, believing that everything would eventually work out is actually the reason why they do work out. When you believe that something is going to have a positive outcome, it gives you the perseverance, the resilience, and all of those things that you need to actually pursue it. Now, let's put this into perspective. Say you want to learn a skill. You believe that that skill is going to put you in places, it's going to give you opportunities, it's going to give you the financial freedom that you need, right? And that is why you're learning that skill. Because of that positive mindset that this is going to birth a positive outcome in the future. So that mindset gives you the ability to pursue these things. Now imagine if you apply this mindset of expecting positive things, positive outcomes, believing that things would work out. Applying this mindset in every aspect of your life. Imagine how motivated and resilient you would be to chase those things that you want. What this mindset does for you is that when something happens and it doesn't go as planned or it doesn't go as you had hoped for, you either believe that something better is coming or it's trying to teach you something. Let's say something happens and you're not happy with the results. Instead of thinking, oh, I shouldn't have even tried, or I knew it, nothing ever works. You start reframing your mindset to see that it's either this is trying to teach me something or there's something better ahead. And when you have this mindset, you start seeing life differently. Things start working out for you because you refuse to focus on the negative aspect of what is happening. Let me give a very personal example. So lately, I was feeling this feeling that most young people feel in their early 20s. You know, that feeling of feeling lost, like you don't know what you're doing with your life and all of those things. And it was a very bad moment for me. It was a very bad time for me because it just kept me feeling bad and, I wasn't bright. But as that happened, I started seeing that this feeling is actually something that is trying to tell me. This feeling is actually a signal. It's trying to help me figure out my life. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm lost, I don't have anything figured out. Instead of remaining in that headspace or in that mindset of, oh, my life is just there, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, I shifted it to, oh, I can figure out what I'm doing with my life. I can figure out how I want my life to go. I can steer my life in the direction I want it to go. So it's a mindset that helps you see the possibilities of something good happening even when it doesn't seem like any good thing can happen. When you start leaning towards the bright side of life and stubbornly believing that every single thing is going to work out for your good, then you start seeing the possibilities of a better life and everything else actually starts working for your good. This mindset is what keeps people going. And the opposite of this mindset, believing that things will not work out or just assuming that it might not work out or it won't work out, is what keeps people stuck. Because you start focusing on what could go wrong, that it limits you. Instead of you to actually try something, you're overthinking it. What if it goes wrong? But believing that everything would work out gives you the ability to see the goodness in things, and you actually want to try things. And if it eventually doesn't work out, because you still believe that everything works out for your good, you reframe it as, okay, what is this trying to teach me? What can I learn from this? Or you believe that if this didn't work out, something better is ahead. And that is just how you groom yourself, train your brain to see things. And there's a perspective that would keep you going. Because when you start focusing on the wrong things, you start resorting to things that would help you stop feeling that way. And that's how people resort to abuse, drug abuse, and things that are not healthy for them. They're trying to find temporal gratification. But when you choose to focus on the goodness of life, the positive things that life could bring forth your way, it keeps you going. You want to keep going because you believe that there's something better ahead. You don't resort to things that will just take away your pain for the moment. You believe so much that something ahead is better, so you are just focused on moving forward, and that just keeps you going. So when you have a job interview, instead of jeopardizing it in your head that, oh my god, this won't work out, or what if I don't get the job, You actually go for the interview and you go there and crush it. And when you don't crush it, it's either the job wasn't for you or something better is ahead. You start reframing things in this way and life just becomes easier for you. Before now, I would never even see the possibility of something becoming good or having a positive outcome, and I hardly looked at things and hoped that okay, this is going to work out, or believe that this is going to work out. And in reality, I hardly had things that work out for me. You know that thing in psychology where it said you attract what you conceive, or you attract what you believe, you know, the law of attraction. That is so true, because I noticed it in my life. Now, from now to when I wasn't self-aware, or when I hadn't discovered that there was a concept like self-development, I would just not want to believe that something good could come out of something. Like I would do something, but without the conviction that this could work out. I was always wanting to be realistic. Now, this might not work out and it's fine. Don't tell yourself that this will work out. Just stay on the middle ground. Don't believe that it will work out. Don't believe that it won't work out. Or most times I was mostly leaning towards it won't work out, so that when it doesn't work out, I don't feel bad. But I started thinking, what if I reframed this thing? What if I actually believed that this would work out? Then it could actually work out, because I was always believing that it doesn't work out, so it never worked out. But recently, I started seeing the positive things in life. I started looking forward to positive outcomes, and trust me, it has been such a life-changing thing for me. So I've realized that what you actually conceive, what you believe, is what becomes your reality. And that's a story for another day. And secondly, believing that everything would work out is like the best option on the table. Because why would you want to believe that something would not work out? Why would you want to single-handedly jeopardize the chances of something working out for you? Okay, look at this. Your life has no meaning. There's no point trying that stuff. You shouldn't try it. It's not going to work out, trust me. How did that sound? I mean, I'm sure you did not like hearing that. I'm sure you did not like the way that sounded. Why then do you want to tell yourself that? Because you choose to believe that things will not work out, and that is why they don't work out. But look at this. I believe that everything will work out for you. I know that everything will work out for you, because the universe is working in your favor. And as long as you keep showing up, it's going to work out eventually. You're going to get that dream career. You're going to get that dream business. You're going to get that dream anything. I know, and I believe so much that it's going to work for you. Now, how did that sound? And I'm not even talking about, abstract things. I'm talking about how did it sound to your ear. It sounds better than what I said earlier. Because, it just increases your self-worth. It helps you understand that it's actually possible to get that dream career, dream whatever it is. And it reinforces this image in your head. Now, imagine when you believe this so much. You believe that everything is going to work out so much that every day of your life, you lean towards this belief. You lean towards this mindset. Imagine how transformative your life would become, because you choose to believe that everything would work out. Life is full of mysteries. You're always going to encounter challenges. You're always going to encounter things that will test you. But if you believe that everything works out for your good, then everything will work out for your good. And one way to stay grounded in this belief, one way to reinforce this belief, because sometimes, like I said, life will throw shit at you that you can't even withstand. You can't even have the time to believe that things will work out. But if you practice this belief, if you practice this mindset, and you stay grounded in it, when life throws those challenges at you, you are already used to the belief that everything will work out. So you're not even shaking. You are grounded, because you know that after that, something better will happen. Or out of that, something great will come out. So one way to stay grounded in this belief is by affirming, is by daily affirmations. Now, I know this might sound cliche, but affirmations really work. Affirmations really work, because you're speaking your reality. You're speaking your reality, and it reinforces your brain to believe that. So every day I want you to affirm. I want you to do daily affirmations. You don't have to browse them or write them down, or you can just affirm things as long as they are positive things. You can just say good things to yourself. Speak to your reality. By all means, try to affirm good things to yourself, because that shapes your mind and believe, and then you have this mindset that everything will work out for you. Another way to stay grounded in this belief that everything works out is by practicing gratitude. Now, practicing gratitude would help you see the positive things you're already surrounded with, and that alone would help you see the possibilities of more positive things that happens. Because the thing is, life actually gets better, we just don't notice. There are times in your life where you prayed for some specific things you have right now, and you have them now, but you cannot seem to appreciate those things because you are focused on other things. Let me use myself as an example. There are times in my life when I was much more younger, I think when I was maybe 16 to 17 years old, I had always wanted an iPhone. I know this might sound very shallow, I don't know, this might sound, you might not be able to relate, but it's just a personal thing. I had always wanted an iPhone. Like, it's something I had always wanted. If I had an iPhone, I would take pictures, I would be this, I would but right now I have an iPhone, and the funny thing is I don't even take pictures as I used to hope for. But what I'm trying to say is, sometimes I feel so bad that I'm behind, or there are some things I don't have, but I forget to realize the things that I have now that I used to hope for. So when you practice gratitude, you begin to see the things that once felt out of reach, but today you have them. So when you see these things that you once used to hope for, you once wanted, now in your possession, you can then see that there's a possibility that the ones you are hoping for in the future would come to you. Be grateful for every single thing that you have that is good. And if you want to look at the things you have that is good, trust me, there are so many of them. You are watching me right now. It means you have a data subscription. It means you have a smartphone. It means you have the freedom to even do that. Some people don't have that. So practice gratitude, and it's going to open your eyes to the possibilities of positive outcome, because it shifts your mindset from what you don't have to what you already have. And that opens room for thinking that in the future, better things are going to come. Another thing you could do to have this mindset that everything would work out is by visualizing the future you want for yourself. How better your life could turn out, how good your life could turn out, how positive your life could turn out in the future. So your mind shifts from the problem, and you're forced to focus on that very good and bright future that you're visualizing. And it helps you see the possibility of a better future. So you're left with the feeling of feeling positive that something good like that can actually happen, and it gives you the perseverance to actually pursue that kind of good life that you just visualized. So when you practice all of these things and you develop that mindset that everything will work out, you begin to take actions, you begin to do things that would help you get to your goals, because you believe that things would work out for you. And I must say that there are times in life where life would try you. Life would try you, and it would be so hard for you to see the positive outcome that could come out of that situation. But having this mindset that something would work out is a superpower that we all need to develop. And I really hope you develop that superpower of hoping and believing that things would always work out, because that's the mindset you need. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you in my next one.